Hi, I think everyone watching knows that I'm Sandy Barr, and that two of my sons followed me in the wrestling profession. My son Jesse is still wrestling. He takes after my grandfather, standing 6'3" and weighing in at 280 pounds. He proclaims that he is the best wrestler that ever lived, and I believe that. The Ultimate Fight promoters must believe it too, because they won't answer his challenges. And in the course of his career, he once became a character I adored, Jimmy Jack Funk. He did that for WWF. And since then, he has wrestled as himself, Jesse Barr, and I often fondly think of his character, Jimmy Jack Funk. My younger son, who followed in our footsteps, you all know, and that, of course, is Art Barr. Art was my size, and so his problems was that most wrestlers were bigger than him. Now, Rowdy Roddy Piper decided he liked Art, and he helped him create a character called Beetlejuice, at which Art did very well. But he knew an actor played as Beetlejuice in a movie, and while Art was the Beetlejuice character, he liked to share that character with everybody. He teamed up with Jeff Warner, called him the Big Juicer, and painted his face up like Beetlejuice too. Then he painted up his little mascot Kevin, as well as any of the fans that wanted to dance out to the ring with him. He was doing well, even wrestling for WCW in Atlanta, Georgia. But for reasons I won't go into, Bruce Anderson and Margie Wheeler forced him to take his wrestling career out of the country. And because he was smaller than most of the other wrestlers, he went to Mexico where the smaller wrestlers were. And he dropped the character Beetlejuice. He thought that the language barrier would be hard enough, just as himself, Art Barr, the Love Machine.
I have a contract with the Mexican television company. I'm not allowed to wrestle for anybody else. Nobody. I'm not allowed to have another professional match. Well, I called my company, and they said, since there's no licenses nowhere, I'm not getting paid a dime, and you people don't have to pay a dime to get in. This isn't a wrestling contest. It's a workout. So in other words, you're getting your ass kicked for free. Oh.
And in a short time of less than 2 years, he made a big name for himself in Mexico, Japan, Chicago, New York, and even Yakima. He broke box office records in the Hispanic communities, including records set by Mil Mascaras 25 years ago. And in August of 1994, he was recognized by promoters and fans alike as the #1 wrestler in the world. For the previous 12 months, he had been in more main events and sold more tickets than any other wrestler. On November 6, 1994, he headlined his first pay-per-view card in Los Angeles. It, too, was successful. Although he lost his match and his hair, to make up for his hair loss, he grew a mustache, similar to the one I have. In fact, that's why I have this one. You see, Mexico is not big on public safety, and as he finished his match in Tijuana on the 22nd of November, 1994, and as he's walking to the dressing room, a wrestling fan threw a chair at him, which hit him in the right side of his head behind his ear. He couldn't see it coming, and it didn't cut him or knock him out. But there was so much velocity with the chair that it violently dislodged the vertebrae in his neck, and he wasn't able to sleep until he got to his home in Eugene. And our doctor has told us since that on November 23rd, his nervous system told his brain to shut down his lungs, and the coroner figures that Art died about 20 minutes after falling asleep. And that was 2 years ago today. Well, my family and I have been grieving the loss of Art for 2 years now. And I've told people that today I'd shave off my mustache. But it's a symbol of love for Art. And so it's staying on. Now, when my previous wife, Jody, was pregnant with Jesse, she at first continued to work with a lady who would cry every time she heard a particular popular song which played often on the radio at the time. Well, I picked up on it, and I'd sing it to my kids when they were babies. It was a nice lullaby, and they'd go to sleep. I just changed the name accordingly. Didn't mean much to me then, but it has a big meaning now. I don't know much about numbers either, but I was 28 when Art was born, and he was 28 when he left us. I'm going to sing that song now and try to end 2 years of mourning my late son, Arthur Leon Barr. Oh, Artie boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses falling. It's you must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. It's I'll be here in sunshine or in shadows. Oh, Artie boy, oh, Artie boy, I love you so. But when you come and all the flowers are dying, if I am dead, as dead I well may be, you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me, and I shall hear, though soft you tread above me, and all my grave will warmer, softer be, for you will bend and tell me that you love me, and I shall sleep in peace until you come to me. Oh, Artie boy, oh, Artie boy, we love you so.